Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Serene Wilkin, and today's express workout using the Allegro Different Balanced Body is focusing on core exercises without crunching movements. Some of us cannot do crunching movements. In fact, it's not the best core engagement exercise, and I'll explain why as we go through this little mini express workout. And for each spring selection per exercise, pay attention to what works best for your body. I'm using the Allegro 2. I've got the Balanced Body springs, but just pay attention to the cueing that I give you guys, and you can adjust the springs as you go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Before we begin this express workout, do one simple thing with me. We're going to imagine a corset that is on our body, on our torso, and that's going to help us visualize and think of what's called the transverse abdominus. It's a muscle that pretty much acts like a corset that wraps around your torso, attaches to your spine. So these exercises, we're going to be feeling that corset muscle engage. Let's do this first. Hands come onto our torso, fingers facing in like this. I want you to take an inhale. Notice where your hands go. As you exhale, I want you to let go of all the air. Feel the fingertips get closer together. So basically what's happening is you're inhaling, expanding naturally. Your corset expands. As you exhale and tighten your corset, your hands come closer. So the sensation that you just felt in that little cue is going to be felt in most of these exercises. Now let's set up our reformer. Come around. We're going to be taking our bar down first. Change your spring to one blue spring, which is half a spring. Remove anything that's on the reformer except that blue. Bring your hands onto the wooden platform, your feet onto the blocks, and just come into a 4-point position with me real quick. We want to go exhaling into a cat position, scooping, inhaling through into a cow position. So let's move the spine first. Let's let the abdominals relax before we focus on the corset today. And open. And again. Pressing through those palms. Inhale to open. Let's go for 2 more. And last one. Now we're going to come into what's called a neutral position. So neither one of those extended or flexed spines. Notice your rib cage wants to let go right here. We're going to think about pulling the ribs up slightly and that visual cue of that corset I gave you already. So we're on the blue spring. The only thing that changes right here is I'm going to be taking my exhale as I push my knees out. Think of your corset. Inhale back under your body. Your head stays over the platform. Your hands stay right there. Exhale and inhale. Now, why am I exhaling, pushing out? I want to feel this contraction right here and this wrapping sensation through my corset and gently back. And exhale. 2, inhale. We have 4. And inhale. And 3. Use those arms, push through those palms. Here's 2. And give me 1 more right here. Gently come in. We're going to pause for a moment. Bring your hips back over your heels. Pause, interlace your hands, extend towards the sky. Take a moment here. Opening up. Release the arms. Place the hands back onto the platform. And now what I want to think about is just taking my right leg behind. Now as I do that, I want to pull my rib cage again up and in. The only thing that changes right here is I'm going to take that left knee back with the reformer as I inhale. Now use your exhale as you come in. It's reverse breathing. Inhale out. Corset exhale in. Notice how much that engages your lower abdominal wall when you really think about that tightening here, that wrapping sensation. And you can't see your leg in the air behind you, but you can feel if your hips are level. Inhale to exhale. Keep going. We have 4 more. Keep your leg engaged. In fact, you can flex your foot. We have 3. We have 2. And we have 1. And in. Nice job. Draw your knee back. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Extending the other leg. Square up. Make sure that you feel your abdominals pulling up. Your hips are square. Taking it back. I inhale and I exhale. Make it smooth. Make it soft. It's not a big movement. In fact, it's very subtle. Inhaling, using your breath to exhale. And out and in. Notice my knee doesn't push the bed too far out. It's roughly about 8 inches or so. Last 2, pressing out, pulling in, and 1 more. Amazing. Let's go ahead and return the bed carefully, bringing both knees back onto the bed, and then again extending the arms up and overhead for a nice big stretch. Great. Now, we're going to expand a little bit with where we take our body. So both hands come onto our platform. Shift your body weight over your palms. Now, with my tuck of my pelvis just ever so slightly so I stay a little bit more connected into my core, I will push the bed back to this position first. Use your arms, hold that shape. Now, we travel. We go inhale with our breath. Now, here's my exhale, corset breath out. Feel how deep that can be through the center and through the core. Do that again. Inhale. Use that corset breath. Exhale. You might feel that you've got that tuck that has to stay active so that you don't lose the shape of your body. And bring it into the lower spine. Here we go. Inhaling out. Exhaling in. Keep going. We have 5 more. Inhaling out. Exhaling in. Last 4. Effort through the lats, through the armpits as well. Everything stays connected. Just focus on your breath for 3. For 2. You got this. One more right here. Once you come in, lower your tail to your heels, extend your arms out long, lengthening through the wrists and the forearms. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Let's come back into 4-point. Make sure that you are stacked, neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Extending our right leg, I want you to hold the bed stable. Here comes the left arm. Now, the only thing that changes, my left knee pushes back slightly. My exhale pulls in. Inhale, exhale. 3, exhale. Focus on that corset today. It's very different. It's much more effective. We're bracing. Here we go. 6, 2 more, 7, and last is 8. Slowly come in. We're going to just pause for a moment right here. Bring our body back into that same neutral. Here's my opposite limbs right here. I reach out, I hold it, I come out 1 and 2. You got this. Here's 3. Make it small. Think of your corset. Inhale out. Here's 5, almost there. 6, here's 7, last one, we got this. 8. Gently return what you have. Take a moment, bring the big toes together, and just releasing the wrists right here again, interlacing above our body. Take a deep breath in, and a full breath out. With the same blue spring, the same half spring, what I'd like for you to do is come into a half kneeling position. So to do this, I want to find my inside leg, just place either on my headrest of your reformer or next to your shoulder block so that you have your knee open enough to keep your pelvis facing forward. Taking your rear strap from here. Now remember, you have a blue spring. You can change it if you want a little bit lighter spring, that's fine, or where you grab on your double loops if you have the balanced body Allegro 2. I'm using my inside loop from here. From this position, I'm going to be rotating using my obliques towards my right side. I am interlacing with both hands, and I slowly push my left foot to keep stable. My right hip pushes forward as I twist, and I gently come around. Notice that corset gets tighter on your right side as you rotate. Here's 3. Remember, if it's too heavy of a spring, you can definitely change it or change into the longer strap. I also like to visually think of wringing out a wet towel. It gives you that little squeeze sensation right here on the rib cage. We have 5 more. Think of that squeeze and twist. And 4. Here's 3. Last 2. We have 1 more right here. You're doing great, keeping everything stable, and slowly return. Come all the way in with your carriage, then placing our strap back where it lives. Alternate for the other side. Finding your same foot position, we're going to grab that strap right behind us here. Hips face forward. We are keeping the knee open on this leg. Interlace with both hands, and here we go, slowly around. Squeezing through the abdominals. So think of those oblique muscles to the rib cage right here, just like that wet towel visual I gave you earlier. Lots of core control. We know that one side might be a little easier than the other. Squeezing around. We have 5 more. Take your time. We have 4. We have 3. Make sure that you squeeze when the arms are across your body. Here's 2. Give me 1 more. Amazing. Gently come back. Place your strap back where it lives. And let's take our position into a standing position on the reformer. For this, I want to first change my spring. From a blue spring that I currently have, I'm going to change it to a red spring that's 1 full spring. If you want something more challenging, you would stay on a blue or make that like what I call a blue button, which is the second tier of your eyelets to hook your spring on for balanced body reformers. It's just a simple little feature to tighten that spring a little bit more. Draw your bar up. And to make sure you're safe, throw your safety pin in. And now my bar is secure. Stand on the reformer with me. Bring your hands right over the foot bar, shoulder width apart. We're going to begin in a standing position roughly about 8 to 12 inches from the edge of my reformer. Make sure that your thumbs are with the rest of your fingers and really gripping onto the bar right here. From that position, we are still thinking of corset, but first thing we're going to be bending the knees, and I'm in this crouched position. Toe boxes are on. As I exhale, I push and I hold. I inhale, come back in. Do that again. Keep your upper body working. Exhale. Inhale. Remember, this is a series. So starting here, feeling that plank position in our body, we're pulling the abdominals up and in. Keep going. Exhaling 5. We have 5 more right here. Big exhale to push. Big exhale, corset breath once you're out. Feel that wrapping. Last 3. And 2. And give me 1 more like that. Amazing. Come back and in. Now at this point, if you want to change your spring, if that wasn't appropriate, of course, pause and do that for yourself. I'm just doing 1 simple movement right here. I'm taking my toes to face the side, and I will be bending and extending through my knees. So just watch what's going on with the legs. I'm in a twisted pike, but I will be bending and extending. So lift your heels up. I'm going to start by bending the knees, and here we go. Push. That's my exhale. Inhale in. Notice your oblique that's facing your spring is definitely working. Exhaling 3. Feel that corset exhale as you push out 4. Legs are together. You got this. Exhale 5. Exhale, 6. Exhale, 7. Almost there. Push. Big exhale. One more. You got it. Pushing out. Slowly return the carriage. Pause. Switch directions with your feet. If you want to shake your hands out briefly, go for it. Here we go. Express abs. We got this. Bend the knees on the toe boxes. Press and in. Notice that wrapping sensation. It's really obvious right here when you push out with that carriage on the side that's facing the spring. We have 5 more. And 4. And 3. Keep going. And last 1. Come all the way in right here. Take a pause. In fact, just kind of shake out your hands. Take a moment right here. And the last part we're going to do together is just really pulling those heels nice and flat all the way to our shoulder blocks. So from this position, I am keeping my feet nice and flat. I'm taking my right arm around to my left ankle, weaving under for a stretch, pulling under in your elephant position. Come across to the other side. Same thing. Pulling around, twisting the chest, stretching the hamstrings. Good. Gently bring your body back to meet that bar. All right, feet come on back up to where they were previously in a parallel stance this time. Now what we're going to do is really pull one knee into our chest, which is going to emphasize more of that rounded cat shape. You're still thinking of a corset, but pulling the rib cage up and in. From here, I'm taking my right knee into my chest. I begin with my right leg out. Now, as I pull the bed backwards, I come onto my toe box of my left. I pull this knee in and then extend. Flat foot on the left. Come into a high heel as you push and in. Notice that exhale right here and in and 4 and in. You got this. Here's 5. Woo, feeling that today. Here's 6 and 7. We got one more right here, number 8. Amazing. That's full body as well as the core. Draw the right foot back. We're going to start with the left side. Exact same thing. I extend my leg first. Now, as I push the bed out, high heel on the right, pull the left knee in. Feel that? And extend. And 2. Extend. You got this. 3. And 4. Think of that long leg pulling in. 5. And 6. You got it. Here's 7. And 8. Amazing. Good. Let's go ahead and lower down to the side. Take a step carefully as you bring the carriage back and in. Thanks so much for joining me for today's express workout, core without crunching, using Allegro 2 from Balanced Body. If you guys have questions or comments about this quick little workout we just did, drop that in the comment box below. And if you guys are looking for new equipment for your house, your studio, it doesn't matter, from Balanced Body, check out the link I have below with all the information of how to receive a discount with Balanced Body. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.